going on? TGI Friday, baby. Open sessions and giveaways. Open sessions and giveaways. Y'all know what it is, man. Another Friday, more work. A lot of shit to cover. NBA playoff. Let's get it. How about the Knicks, baby? Yeah, we're going to touch up on the New York Knicks. We're going to touch up on the game right now between the Cavaliers and the Pacers. It's kind of a blowout right now. I hope the Pacers make it a game in the second half. We're going to need that. We got Mark Guillory checking in. Mark Guillory, give me like about a few minutes, and we're going to pull you in, man. You know how we do it up in the building, man. Yeah, let me invite a couple of guests, man. Make sure everybody, you know, on their cues, you heard? Big playoffs, man. And I think now we're going to have to change of events where them home teams that lost are going to come back and get theirs on the road and make it a series. Now, I hope I'm wrong on that Boston series. I really hope I'm wrong on that Boston series. Yeah, but shout out to everybody. TGI Friday, Al Your Sports, Midwest Mo in the building. Salute to my man, Midwest Mo. You already know, baby. Let me just pause this here. Everybody's starting to tap in. Let me start shouting people out. Then we're going to start this marvelous show like we do on a weekly basis for over 10 years, man. William Wright in the building. What's up, William Wright? I'm glad you showed face, Will. It showed me a lot that you showed face being a Boston fan. And I'm not saying it's over. I'm not even saying it's over by this little bit. Let me make it clear. So I don't want you saying, yo, Al, you was running your mouth. No. I'm not running my mouth. D-Block in the building, George in the building. But I'm glad you showed face, Will, because I was expecting you not to show face. So salute for that. Salute. Will said, what's good, bro? Happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful ladies, to your mothers, your wives, your sisters, and if your daughter's a mother, happy birthday, happy Mother's Day to them too. Let's make sure that we wish happy Mother's Day because that's an important day for a lot of us, especially for me because I lost my mother many years ago, and it kills me that she's not around, but, you know, we have to keep pushing. We have to keep living, man. Yeah, y'all better be outside because the Knicks are outside. You know the Knicks are outside, but I'm not going to sit here and lie, Will. I said it on Instagram. I said I thought Boston will win the series. I said, don't kill me, New York fans. Don't kill me. But I just think Boston was better. They blew them out 4 times. They beat them over the years, like something like 17 games to 3. How do you not think Boston's going to win the series? But New York is showing, I don't know, man. They just showing that old Charles Oakley, Anthony Mason. They throwing that in their bloodstream on top of hitting big shots. Brunson holding it down. Bridges with the defense. Towns doing enough. Hart doing what he does. And right now, at least we competing. I didn't want Boston to just slap us around like little brothers. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of series left. I'm not going to sit here and act like anything has changed for me. New York is going crazy because we got 2 more games at home. You know, right now, the next 2 games. I'm not going crazy. Get me 3-0. You get me 3-0, then I can start opening up a little bit. Because I'm not sleeping on Beantown, man. I'm just not. Look at Will. Will, don't hate, baby. Don't hate. Like I said, shout out to George B. TPK in the building. I see you, TPK. Don't think I don't see you. Everybody tapping in. All right, now we're going to start the message of the day. And then I'm going to start hitting out with some topics. Then I'm going to bring my boy, Mark Guillory, in the building. But I just have to get out my old friend, William Wright. My old competitor, Pitt Street versus BBR. And, you know, we've always been competitive. That's one thing we always been. But it's good to see that we both alive past 50. And we able, like, you know, at least to debate in a way. Because I haven't seen him in God knows how many years. But thank God to Facebook and Instagram. Everything makes this possible. Salute to William Wright, man. All right, let's start off with the message of the day. Then we gonna keep it pushing, y'all. You know all I kick is true shit when I do my shit, man. Now, this isn't general, but I'm going to use it as for me, but I need y'all to use it for y'all also. Dudes that believe in my shit, because y'all know I keep it a band. If you, my ninja, my brother, my peoples, my man, and you don't tell me that a other motherfucker was slandering my name or going in, whatever you want to call it, and you don't hold it down for me, meaning you don't contest him on it, or you don't let me know about it, you ain't my ninja. I'm cutting you the fuck off. You just a regular motherfucker there. Because when you somebody's man, ninja, nigga, peoples, whatever, you either step to the business. I had to do that not too long ago. I say, yo, dog, not for nothing. I fucks with him. I know you mad at him, but I'm going to tell you right now, I don't want to talk about it. Either that or I call him now and I'll bring him over here. You choose what you want. Because if that's your man, you got to step up for your man or your peoples, man. All that listening to your man get burnt up behind your back and then you chill with him, knowing this information and you don't put him on, it's as bad as you knowing his wife is playing him and you ain't telling him. To that degree, that part. What are we doing, man? Let's start this show, man. Y'all got to get your loyalties up, man. Al York Sports, baby. The raw truth, baby. I ain't gonna bring y'all through that whole segment. I'm just gonna say the raw truth. But like I said, y'all, loyalty is a really big word. Even myself, I didn't know what the fuck that was growing up. Until I learned what loyalty really is. Because we would lie to each other, my niggas steal from each other, fight each other. We didn't know what loyalty was. But as you get older and you progress in life, you hit your 25, your 30s, your 35s, your 40, you best know what the fuck loyalty mean, man. And if you ain't living by it, you know bueno, man. You don't need to be in my life, nobody I fucks with life, nothing, that part, you heard? Because what the fuck are we doing, man? What are we doing? We gonna be around each other on some snake shit? I ain't with that, man. I'm too old for that, man. Let's start this show, man. Shout out to everybody once again. If I missed your name, Sandra Loca, you know what I mean? Y'all know everybody. You know I love y'all. So if I missed your name, it's nothing on purpose. I think William Wright's going to be out of here soon because my first topic's going to be the New York Knicks. But before I even get there, let me mention a few things. Let me mention my bum-ass Dallas Cowboys. Let's start with that. They found a second tier 2 receiver in George Pickens that used to play with the Steelers. And we gave up a 2026 third-round pick and a 2027 fifth-round pick. They gave us George Pickens, and they gave us a sixth-round 2027 pick also. Now, I got some good and bad about this. If Mike Tomlin couldn't deal with you no more, that means you a problem. This kid's got all the skills in the world. But if he's going to be running around like a young T.O., ODB, or Odell Beckham Jr., OBJ, let me say it right. I said old dirty bastard. Odell Beckham Jr., Chad Ochocinco. You know, these guys are Dez Bryant. We all know that these guys can ball out, but they hazardous to the locker room. And not that my Cowboys are top of the line on locker room shit, because you know we always got locker room problems. I like the pickup. I think he'll help Dak Prescott. CeeDee Lamb needs another guy to get some attention so he can start opening up. But if he's going to come and play football, then just come and play football, Pickens. Leave all that other shit at the door when you get in the facility, bro. Because if you do that, I know you can ball. And you can do big things in Big D. Let's move on. The Texans and rookie wide receiver Jaden Higgins has agreed on a full guarantee 4-year, $11.8 million deal, making him the first second-round pick in NFL history to have a full guaranteed contract. That's huge. That means the tables are spinning. And this kid is skillful. I was looking at some videos yesterday. This guy can ball. Texans, when they got another good receiver. I know they lost the receiver last year. Broke his leg. I think it was Tank Dell, if I'm correct. Correct me if I'm wrong. But they got about 3 receivers. I think Dell's the one that broke his leg at KC. Horrible incident. And picking up this rookie while Tank Dell gets better maybe in another year or ever how long, this is huge. Huge for C.J. Stroud and company. So this is a great pickup, great signing for the Houston Texans. Okay, last but not least, then we're going to bring in my man Mark Guillory. The Jacksonville Jaguars released Gabe Davis. 20 receptions, 239 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had these numbers in a playoff game against KC. And this is the numbers he accounted for a whole year with Jacksonville. And all I got to say, he signed a 3-year deal worth 39 M's, and they already released him in Jacksonville. If I'm Josh Allen, I'm on the phone like this. Get me that man. Get me Gabe Davis over here because he did work in Buffalo. And if you could have him as a tier 2, tier 3 over there, then Josh Allen just got another weapon. You already know he won MVP, and this is only going to help him because him and Gabe Davis were on the right page. All right, Mark, where you at? Time to bring in Mark Guillory and start this damn show. Yeah, we got a lot for y'all today. We got the Mount Rushmore. That's another new thing I'm going to do, so I want y'all to keep that in mind and watch all these motherfuckers start biting me. I'm going to do every team for this week to all the way through. Every team I'm doing. And I'll tell y'all today who I'm starting off with. Mark, it's not letting me bring you in, brother. Hold on, let me try to add you in. Let me see, hold up. Nope, it's not letting me bring you in. You got to try something different. Let me see if I can pull you in from my phone, because we don't need no kind of bullshit. We need to get you right in this motherfucker. Maybe you need to shut your shit off and come back on, Mark. All right, let me see if I can add you. Hold up. Nope, it's not letting me. Let me try to add you. Hold up. Let me punch your name in. All right, I sent you an invite. I don't know if that's going to cut it. Let me go to the other joint here. I don't see you here. All right, turn it off, turn it on. Let's move quick, because I got a lot of hungry sport fans, and they do not want to see me waiting on you trying to tap in. They want their sports, and they want it now. I know that sounds like that credit card commercial. I know. Hold up, guys. All right, we're going to try again. All right, hope it seems different. Let's see if it works.
Yeah.
What's up, baby?
What's up, Al York?
Okay, whoever's listening, let me know if y'all can hear me and Mark before we continue to move forward. Very important. All right, so I'm going to proceed as like everybody can hear us. Mark, can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, are you ready to go?
Let's go.
NBA playoffs. We're going to start with my New York Knicks. Down 20 on 2 different occasions at Boston. Came back both times and won both games.
Wow.
And everybody contributed from Brunson, Bridges, Towns, OG.
Wow.
Everybody contributed. Now, I want to know your take so far on what you've seen in this series. It's far from over. Nobody's throwing in no white tag. Nobody's saying it's over. I'm just saying we got a 2-zip lead going back to Madison Square Garden, just like I like it. I was hoping to take 1. We took 2. Mark Guillory, your take on what you have seen so far in this series.
Well, number one, it's a crazy series to be down 20 in both games.
Facts.
and come back. I don't know honestly, I don't know what's going on with this series, but I can tell you this, man. Your Knicks have a special player. Brunson is a special player. That dude, when he gets hot, is virtually unstoppable. He's not a 3-point guy. He just knows how to make the plays, and he's almost impossible to guard.
He can
There's
hit that
nobody in the
three. No, you leave him open, he'll hit
yeah,
that three.
you leave almost anybody open in the NBA, they can hit they should hit the
No, but
three.
he
Now,
hitting that shit in the clutch like he did against
yeah, yeah,
Detroit.
yeah. I mean, he's actually he's gonna start having a nickname of Mr. Clutch.
Yeah, he money, man.
Now remember last time I was on here, we talked about the first round. I called the Knicks. I said the Knicks, your team. We agreed on that. I said the Knicks are
Yeah, yeah,
gonna
yeah. I said
burn
six
through.
games. They won in 6 games.
Yep, and I called the Pacers too. I said the Pacers look pretty
Yeah,
good.
I
Don't
had
slip on the Pacers.
Milwaukee. I had Milwaukee in that because I just thought Damon Lillard, no excuse. Pacers beat them up. That was it. But
But man,
you did call the Pacers.
your Knicks are looking hella good. I'm gonna do something I've never done before. I'm gonna agree with Charles Barkley. Game three in the game one in Madison Square Garden is a must win for the Knicks. They have to win game three. They can lose game four and then win the series in six when they
Right.
come back. But they cannot lose game three because
Yeah,
once
but
you
I told my man, if you lose game three and you win game four, it's the same thing. You just want to make
well
sure you win one. Now, the key about winning game three is that you'll be able to close them out 4-0. That's the only difference.
no, that's not what I'm getting at. I'm getting at pressure. Pressure is a mental pressure.
Pressure plus
Um,
points. But
well,
what I'm
game
saying is,
Boston Celtics have the pressure. They have to win game three.
and
They don't win game three.
they might
This
very
series is over.
well. Look at
But
Cleveland. They
if the
handling their business in game three.
if the Celtics win game three, well, that's a 1-1 series though. I mean, excuse me, the
So it's
Cleveland
2-0.
yes 2-0, but Cleveland is like beating the crap out of them. But if the Celtics get a hint of winning, then the pressure goes back on the Knicks for game four. So what you want to do is avoid the pressure. But it's hard for a team to do that when they go up 2-0 on the road. But we'll see what happens. But I think that the Knicks have to win this first game in the Madison Square Garden. Because I'm sure the vibe is going to be electric. I mean, it's good for basketball, honestly.
Dog.
It's good for
Dog,
the
it's going to
NBA.
be so crazy in New York. Like, not only are we going to have the celebrities of LA, but we got the wildest motherfuckers. You understand what I'm saying? Like, kind of like the Eagles fan base in football. And even the Niners, that the Niners be fighting in the stands. Like, New York got some sick motherfuckers, man. I'm telling you, dog. Like, it get real crazy real fast in New York. But like I said, my thing being a basketball, sports guy, analyst, I get what you're saying. You win game three, it's impossible to win four in a row. I get that aspect. As if you lose game three and you win game four, three in a row's happened before. It's like something.
Well, I mean, you can't think like that though. If you lose game three, you have to win game four because if you don't win game four, you go back to Boston 2-2, and that's
No, no. But my
you
point
don't want
is,
to be there. That's
no,
why
no.
the
My
pressure
point,
switch. The pressure
yeah. My point
switches.
is, long as I get one game, I don't think Boston's going to beat us three in a row. I
That's
just
why,
don't see it.
and that's what I'm saying. Get one game three. Game four is a rest. I mean, like you want to sweep if you can, but I'm saying I'd rather you should. It's not my team. You should rather lose game four than game three because giving Boston a chance to recover is not going to be a good thing.
Right. And it's always, like I said, game three to win will be better because they got to win four in a row. That's never happened in basketball. That's happened in hockey and baseball, but never in basketball. Okay, real quick, so we don't keep beating up on the same drum. Who you like tomorrow? Then we're gonna move on. But before we move on, Boston has been shooting at 38.6% from the threes, and in this series, they are 25 for 100, which is a 25%
Right.
three-point percentage. Now, they still could have won those two games, but this ain't going to help that.
No, and you know, I want to ask the coach what he's doing with the rotation in the beginning of the game because it's not working. Whatever you're doing in the second half, coach, do that in the first half.
Right.
If you don't get down by 20, you don't have to wait. Now, here's the thing that I'm concerned about with New York in this coming back to the Garden. Are they tired? Because they've wasted an awful lot of energy in 2 games in 4 days in the second half to come back off of 20. Is Brunson gonna have
It
an
seems
off
like
game?
Tier's been putting players in because I've been
Well,
seeing him
well, I
put
mean,
Robinson
but
in, a
is
couple guys
Brunson
in.
going? But is Brunson gonna have an off? Can they survive a Brunson off game? I don't think they can.
Well, they got
So
two days off. That's good.
well,
You can't ask for more than that.
I mean, we'll see what
Yeah.
happens. But this is a playoff, so everybody's tired. So like
Yeah.
this is what you're putting an awful lot on Brunson to bring to orchestrate and curate these late game comebacks. It's going to take its toll at some point in this series, and you got to be able to eat that game. So somebody's going to have to Josh Hart. Somebody's going to have a big game. I'm talking about a 30-point game to take a little bit of pressure off Brunson
I think
for to win
Makai Bridges is going to
to
show out.
to
Makai
win
Bridges
game 3. Now,
will
now,
show
now,
out. Watch.
Mikal has been playing his butt off. Now that's good energy right there.
Yeah.
If he has a big game in the
We
Garden
need him.
and you get
I mean, he's
you
been
got to get
playing
Josh
defense,
Hart
but we
going.
need a little more buckets out of him, and then we'll be all right if Brunson don't show up.
Defense. Keep that defense with Mikal, but I need Josh Hart to have like an incredible game too.
Yeah, but that guy Hart don't have to do it with numbers. His energy of guarding the best defense of the offensive player, the big rebounds. I mean, he can have 4 points and play a hell of a game. And I noticed when Robinson's on the court, we're like plus 21. The only thing with him, when they do the hack and Robinson, he can't make a fucking free throw. He's like 1 for 8. But we
Right.
are plus, which means that Robinson's playing hella deep. And that's what we wanted Mitchell Robinson to do. If the Lakers could have got him like they wanted him, that would have helped the Lakers because he protects the rim. He's a rim protector, as you see when he guarded Tatum on that last shot. But real quick, okay, Knicks need to win game 3. We got that. I don't want to overcook my grits. Let's move on. We up 2-0. It just got dark on me. What you doing, man?
I'm moving.
Where you going to the car for?
I'm moving. I gotta move.
Oh, okay, I got you. Put the light on at least.
It's all good.
Okay, now we're going to jump into the Cleveland series real quick. 2-zip Indiana. Game 1, they left the majority of the way. Cleveland came back. Indiana closed it. And then game 2, Cleveland was up 27 points without 3 of their players. And they end up blowing that lead, and Indiana stole it on that Halliburton 3 at the buzzer almost. So right now we see Cleveland blowing them out by 20. A lot of game left, but I think Cleveland's going to win this one. What's your take on this series here, bro?
Well, I like, I said I like the Pacers. I like the Pacers. I like the
No, you
Pacers in this
like the
series.
last series. We didn't talk this series.
Well, I like the Pacers. I like the matchup here. I just think that Cleveland's in a
Put your
must-win
light
situation.
on inside. You have a light?
Cleveland's in a must-win situation this series. They have to win this game. So if they don't win this game, then like the series is over. So that's why you're getting this effort right here. But I like the way the Pacers are playing. They're a balanced offense. Halliburton is like awesome. I wish the Warriors would have traded down and drafted him.
Right.
I wanted him to be a Warrior so bad in that draft. We got Wiseman in that draft, and that was the biggest mistake in our franchise history.
Shit.
As a matter of fact, the Warriors had 3. Bob Myers is one of the worst general managers
let's stay here. You shifted it
the Warriors have ever had.
Yeah,
But what I'm saying is we miss Halliburton, and that dude is a baller. He's a baller. So,
so all that overrated, they be screaming, they crazy, right?
he's not overrated, man. He's a balanced player. He's not a superstar, but he's gonna do it. He's gonna do his job. He's 20 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists average in the playoffs. And that's what you want out of your star. He's not Steph Curry, he's not LeBron James, he's not Ant Edwards, he's not KD. He's Halliburton. He's going to win some games, though. And so that's what you want from a player. I wish that we had a Halliburton on our team to take some pressure off. He's a Jimmy Butler. Well, he's not even a Jimmy Butler, but he's a Jimmy Butler for that team. And
Right.
I just think they're tired tonight. I just think they weren't prepared to play
Well, they
this
they
game,
they they
this
deep.
game
They
three.
run deep. They got Siakam who could score, averaging 15. Nate Smith averaging 20. Uh, New Brand averaging 18, and Miles Turner averaging 18. They all scorers. You got Spider-Man averaging 40 points in the 2 games. Then you got Struss 15, Allen 17. But also what we forgetting, Darius Garland is in the game and he's kicking ass and he's breaking that defense and just giving it up to free shooters. That's what they were missing. I mean, it could have been 1-1. Like I said, they gave away game two. Game one could have went either way, but they did give away game two. You up 7 with 30 seconds. Halliburton gets an offensive rebound. You gave that game away on a free throw. Yes, you gave that
Yes.
game away. So it should
And
be 1-1, but instead it's 2-0. They playing like they're trying to get that game back. They will win tonight, but Darius Garland is going to be the difference maker, and I won't be surprised if Cleveland ties that up and they go back to Cleveland. Let's move on real quick.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Any last words?
Yeah, I just think experience has something to do with it too. The Pacers
Okay.
don't have they lack the second round experience that they need. And I think that you're right. It's going to be that series is going to tie up. Cleveland does have a couple players that do have deep playoff experience, or at least they're more veteran experience. They know where they're at. They know what they need to do, and they're not hyping themselves up like Indiana apparently did,
Yeah.
going up 2-0, and they thought the
Cleveland
series was
didn't even
over.
look nervous before the game. They were laughing, clapping. I like that. That showed that they wasn't stiff. They didn't look all stiff or nervous. And look, they played showing for it. Let's pivot to another series. This is I think it's gonna go at least 6 games. You got number 1 seeded OKC versus number 4 Denver. Denver stole game 1, just like Indiana stole game 2.
Yep.
Stole it. No reason to win that game. And then OKC came back and blew them out. Joker's averaging 30, Murray 17, Gordon 16, SGA 33 and a half, Jay Williams 16 and a half. Series tie 1-1. Talk to us, bro.
This series is going 7 games, and
Oh, you think
I think
7?
yeah, I think this is going to go deep. Denver's off and on, man. They play a terrible game too. OKC,
It
they
almost seemed like they did what they wanted to, Mark, and they got the fuck
yeah,
out of there, right?
right. I just think they let OKC do whatever they wanted to do in that game too. I just didn't see no effort. It's almost like they just wanted to win game 1, and then they were like, okay, let's
Yup.
go back to Denver. And so I think we're going to see a different Denver, different Jokic. We might see a triple-double from Jokic. As a matter of fact, I'm guaranteeing it on the Al York Sports Show. You're going to see a triple-double out of Jokic in Game 3, and I think that the Nuggets are going to win Game 3. I think what they have to do is go to the rack a little bit more. The defense is not too bad, except for obviously Game 2. They got destroyed by OKC. But they didn't really play that great of defense. I had to turn that game off because
Right, right,
there was no defense being played. I was like, what are they doing? Like they're just
right.
resting. It looked
Well,
ridiculous. It wasn't even good basketball. I had to turn that shit off.
right. Let me pivot back. We got a couple minutes because I know you got to be out. Knicks,
Yep.
Boston. Who wins and what? We didn't go there. Let's do that real quick. Just quick.
Man, I'm gonna go with New York Knicks, man. I'm gonna go with New York Knicks. They coming back from
And
20
what?
deep. Coming back from 20, I'm gonna go with Knicks in 6. They're coming. They're gonna lose one. They're gonna win one, lose one in Madison Square Garden. They're gonna lose in Boston. They're gonna come back to Madison Square Garden and clinch it.
Okay,
And
Knicks in 6. Cavaliers, Pacers. What we doing?
by the way, I would have never said Knicks in 6 at the start of this
Oh my God.
series.
Yo, I'm hurrying up for you, and you want to keep
Yeah,
going.
I'm just
You
saying,
don't
like
let hurry up.
it's important to note that I would have
Cavaliers
never.
and what? We got the Knicks. Okay,
I
listen.
got the
Me personally,
Cavaliers.
I gave out Boston.
I got the Cavaliers in 7. Cavaliers in
Okay,
7. They got.
I gave out Boston, so I can't flip my pick right now. I'm not going to flip my pick. I'm just playing my Knicks win, but I gave out Boston. So I cannot give you my pick on that because I'm not going to be a two-face and change it now. I'm too
Got
real
it.
for that. I think Cavaliers, if they get this game in, don't vote this game, I think Cavaliers can get them in 7, bro. I think with
I think,
Darius
yeah,
Garland,
I agree with you. Cavaliers in
DeAndre
7.
Hunter ain't even playing. He's another key player. When he got hurt too. If they get that full team with Darius Garland, all-star point guard, where Mitchell don't have to do everything, because he was tired as fuck that last game at the end. Now, he ain't going to be tired as fuck because Garland's going to hold most of that load. I'm going to say that the Cavaliers come back and steal this series. Let's go to OKC now. Who you got?
I got Denver upsetting OKC in 7.
Oh, nah.
Yeah, Denver's going to pull the upset. I don't think OKC is ready for this moment. They panic game 2, and I think that like I said, Jokic is going to average a triple double for the rest of the way out. I just and the rest of the team, this team is big and stacked, and like the one weakness they have is their perimeter defense. But I think they're going to be able to survive a couple games with
God,
what
put your
they
comments in.
with,
Put your comments in.
with what they have, and I just think that Jokic makes the big difference. They can't. No,
Oh,
nobody in
definitely.
OKC can guard Jokic.
Best player.
Period.
Somebody was saying, who's better,
Now,
Jokic or SGA? Jokic easy. I love
Jokic,
SGA,
and
but
also
Jokic is too big.
Denver's gonna have to slow the pace down and play possession basketball. They're not gonna. They started out the game 2 trying to run with OKC. They're not able to do that. They don't have the roster to run with them. They're gonna have
Right.
to they're gonna have to let Jokic carry them to victory, and these scores are gonna have to be under 100 points.
Right.
That's how Denver's gonna win.
Okay, so you got the
98,
Denver
93.
Nuggets.
Yep.
Okay. Now, would it be fair if I told you whoever wins game 3 wins the series? Is that fair enough?
I think so. I think
I
so.
think
Denver.
whoever wins
Yeah.
game 3 wins this series.
If Denver loses game 3 at home, then they're pretty much done. It might be OKC in 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna say whoever wins game 3 wins this series because I really don't have. I mean, I would like to say OKC, but Denver got all the veteran cats. I can't shit on the veteran cats that done it before, got the ring a couple years ago. So I'm gonna say whoever wins game 3 wins the series. And last but not least, MGA Raider, Mark Guillory in the building. Your Golden State Warriors versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Y'all were able to split the 2 games when Curry missed the whole second half. That unit played severely good. You got a show of Buddy Hill. Buddy Hill came alive. I've been waiting for this all year, bro. And you seen the Buddy Hill that played in Oklahoma, throwing it from all over the court. That's what got him through game 1. And in game 2, you did compete. It wasn't a bad loss. Y'all were right there. Now, the score don't indicate it, because I think the score says 20-something points. But if you watch the game, you can tell with 5 minutes left, the game was like 6-point differential. They got it that close, because I remember saying, oh, shit, because I had OKC money line on the 3-teamer. And I'm like, how the hell Golden State got this close? And that's when your boy Kuminga, when he threw it, I think, on Gobert. You remember that, right?
Yep.
Okay, real quick. I know you're going to say Golden State. And who wins this series, Mark, and how many games?
Well, only because of Steph Curry's injury, it's got to go 7 games for Golden State to win, with Steph Curry not coming back till at least game 6, even if he can make it. So Golden State has to bring this out to 7. So I'm picking the Golden State Warriors in 7.
Okay, real quick. Butler's averaging 18.5. Draymond 13.5, 6 rebounds. Butler 9 rebounds. Buddy Hill 19.5. You surprised? That's why they're playing in this series, because the shows of Buddy Hill showing light when he has to. And then Anthony Edwards 21.5, Julius Randle 21, and Nas Reed 15. The scary thing about this here, I feel that Minnesota haven't played a game yet, and it's still 1-1.
Well, they hit 18 threes last night, so they played.
Yeah, but
They played extraordinary.
I still seen a lot of misses. I didn't see Anthony looking like
That's how
Anthony
they play.
against the Lakers.
They
You know
play.
what I think?
They
I
can't.
think they hold
They're
on, let
going.
me rock. I'll let you talk. Let me talk
Sure.
real quick.
Sure.
I just think when they play LA, it was just so much chalkboard material, because everybody and their mother was saying Lakers in 5, Lakers in 6, including me. And I ended up getting my ass wiped. I got beat up on that series thinking the Lakers were going to get out that series. It was a lot of shit for them. But when Golden State played them, it was quiet. Golden State didn't give them no chalkboard material. And you can see it in a play where they're not as intensive. But I'll tell you one thing. If Curry comes out game 3 and they light him up and Golden
Curry's
State, is he not playing?
No, he's not. He's not coming back till game 6. If there's a game 6.
Is that right?
Yes. He's out.
But Mark, I'd be scared of the information you be having, man.
He's
you
not,
don't think you know what
man.
I'm talking
Like,
about?
look, man. I wish.
Hey,
I wish I was wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope he comes back game 3.
Well,
but
you know what? To me, listen, they can't win without Curry. They can compete.
No, we got to get one game. I need Jimmy to
get another game. Minnesota's moving on, bro.
I don't think so.
Mark Guillory.
Hey, man, great being up. Yeah, I got great being with you. Sorry about the inconvenience, but always a pleasure being with you, man, and being on here.
And when
but you know,
you told me that you wanted to rock, what did I do? I turned the wheel for you.
Yep. Hey, so let's go. Next couple of weeks, I'll be available because I don't have any more flag football, and then no more school dances, so we're good to go.
Let me know so we can get you right back in on the rotation.
For sure. All right, man. Peace out.
Guillory, enjoy your night. No drinking and driving. Be safe. And wait for them Trulies till you get home. My God. Yo, X, where you at? Where's X-Man at? Hopefully X-Man, I know he in love, so I'm hoping he ain't with the new shorty right now. Trying to split time with the Al York Sports Show and his new shorty. Let me see if I can see if I see X in the building. Oh, he just sent a request. Give me a minute, guys. Let me see if I get X-Man in the building. X-Man, what up?
What's up, brother?
Now,
What's going on?
It is for about the 218th time. You got to set to your camera. You know what I'm going to do for you, X? I'm going to stop playing games. I'm going to just order you like this little stand where you can just put it and you ain't got to do nothing but keep yourself right in the middle. Is that cool enough?
And I still won't use it.
You're going to use it. You know what it is? You're old school, so you don't fuck with all that Amazon shit and all that. So I'm going to just order you something and just send it out your way, man.
Yeah, I don't mess with any of that this Amazon bullshit online shit, brother. I like going to the stores and shop for my shit.
Anything that you second guess for me and Mark predictions in the playoffs, then we can move on with the X-Men.
No, I still got OKC in 7. I still stick to my pick with Boston in 7 games. I said they were winning 7. I still stick by that. Let's see what happens tomorrow with them in the Garden. But no, you know, I still got Minnesota in 7. The earliest Curry can come back is game 5. So Minnesota needs to win these 2 next games to put the pressure on Golden State.
Yeah, Golden State's not gonna beat them without Curry, dog.
Yeah, they're not. I agree. They won't.
I mean, they did have a 10-point lead with Curry, something like that.
Yeah.
And they maintained the lead, but they not.
And look at it. I agree with what you said. Minnesota hasn't even played their best game yet. Anthony Edwards hasn't even played his best game yet in this series. So let's see what happens.
No, I mean, anything with the Knicks? Okay, you agree with that? You agree with OKC, Denver?
Yeah.
And how about so we basically covered everything. How about this Cleveland Pacers real quick before we move on?
Well, I took the Cavs in 6. Looks like they're gonna go. Looks like they're gonna have the rest of their whole full team. Cleveland from here on out. Mobley's back. Garland is back. Hunter's back. A lot of pressure.
Playing tonight?
They're all playing tonight.
Okay, I didn't know.
They're all playing tonight.
I didn't see it.
They're all playing tonight. They're all playing tonight. So
Garland's a big difference.
Garland's balling. Garland's balling tonight.
Yeah.
And big key is they got their defensive player of the year back, Evan Mobley. He's playing
Mobley's
tonight.
A beast. And he can
so that him and Jared Allen manning the middle is going to be a lot of tough shots there for Indiana now to get in that paint. But I still take the Cavs. I think they're going to go 7. But I like the Cavs.
I won't be surprised though if the Pacers get game 4 or damn near be like up that whole game because they played bad today. They've been down the whole game. You know, they got a lot of good shooters. You live and die with the gun. You live and die with your shooters. So
Yeah, exactly,
I'm not
exactly.
watching the game, but they down 20. I'm right off the rip. I know they're not hitting their
Yeah,
threes,
I've been watching the
Cavaliers
game.
is getting theirs.
Yeah, I've been switching it back and forth between that and my Mets. So,
Okay. All right, now let's move into other news. Let's go into the baseball world. We're going to
okay.
pivot. We already took care of all the NBA, all my NBA fans. We did all the NBA for y'all. Now, anything else you want to add on, just put it on the comment box. But I got a big topic here. My man, the Ayss, actually told me in the morning about it. And when I looked it up, I was very disappointed about this. The
Yeah.
Boston Red Sox, Rafael Devers, who got an 11-year, $331 million contract. Let me make that clear to everybody.
Yeah.
Boston needed another bat. The problem was the other bat was the third baseman, so they
Gold
had
glove third
to
baseman.
make a decision. The guy plays better at third base than Devers, so we're going to have to deal with maybe Devers not being happy with this. Well, we get a good hitter, all-star championship player, and Alex Bregman, and we get a better defender.
Yeah.
So Devers was already mad when they did that. He was, oh, I'm not gonna give him my third base position. Then finally they convinced him to play DH, right?
Yeah.
I could see him being mad with the third base. I could see that because they just gave him 11 years to play that position. So I could see him like that ruffle his feathers. But he didn't say, I'm not gonna play. This is the shit that got me mad. Tristan Casas he's out for the year for the Boston Red Sox, which is their first baseman, lefty hitting first baseman.
Yeah.
Boston went now and said, Devers, we need you to play first base.
Yeah.
And he told the Brass, I'm not playing first base. Y'all told me to DH, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now, my question to you, X. I know I've been riding the floor. I'm going to give you the floor right now. But I like to put a whole big movie in front of you before you can start talking about shit. You just got 331 M's. What the fuck are you mad about? If they told that motherfucker play catcher for the pitcher warming up in the bullpen, you better do that shit. What are you arguing about? You got 331 M's. Nobody was going to give him that. Devin was a good player, but everybody knew his glove was suspect X.
Always been. He's never been a great third baseman. Defensively.
Range.
No.
Got range, and the shit he get to, the percentage ain't what you think it should be. So you got Bregman that came in there. That's what he's really mad about, but he don't want to talk about that. So now he's going to use that anger, and now they need a front. Yo, my man, he was such in a position, X, to make the whole Boston feel his cat. If he would have got on the microphone and said, listen, I was a little upset that, they took my job at third, but you know what? I love Bregman, great guy. This was the better move. Now I'm going to put myself, they want me to play first. I'm going to do whatever this team needs me to do. Remember, X, you got the 331. Now, if you didn't get the 331, I can feel some of this. Y'all want to trade.
Exactly.
I can see that. But they paid you, fam. X, go get them, man.
Yeah, I don't agree with this.
I think no popcorn. I ain't got no popcorn to eat, so I'm just gonna drink. Get
Nah, you good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I want to hear that shit you were talking earlier. Don't be nice.
I got you, brother. Listen, man. For 331, and John Henry, the owner of the team, is supposed to speak to him tonight before the game. I think he was supposed to sit down with him and talk to him about this. Listen, man. 331 million, 11 years. Put me anywhere you want me to play at. Shit. If you want to give me the night off and tell me go to the bullpen, warm up the pitchers, guess what I'm doing? I'm going to the bullpen. I'm going to warm up the pitcher. I got the night off. I'm still getting paid. Man, fuck that shit. This is crybaby shit. This been blowing up since spring training when they signed Bregman.
Yeah.
He knew it was coming. Alex Bregman may not be the hitter that Devers was, but he's got way better glove. He's a gold glover. He's a two-time World Series champion. He's got better range. He can still get it done with the bat. So I don't know what the big deal is. You know, they switched Bregman. As a matter of fact, they switched Bregman to second base to satisfy Devers, and he still couldn't. He still doesn't have the range at third. So first base, he should be happy. You don't have to move as much. You don't have to worry about those hot shots. You know, you don't have to worry about going from side to side. You got the second baseman there to cover you and stuff. So, you know, listen, man, $331 million, you should be playing anywhere the manager and the owners tell you to play, and that's it. You're a DH now. Big deal. And let's be honest.
255, 625. What the fuck are you arguing about? You stealing
I don't know.
the numbers you put up right now. You already stealing money. You should be
exactly.
Yo, X, that's like if I trashed out in your crib and I ain't got no job, I'm coming to your X. What you want me to do? You want me to mow the yard? You want me to clean the showers?
Yeah. No, I understand. Yeah, definitely.
He
Yeah, definitely.
And look, he's saying like shit. And you talk about I'm not playing first. Fuck
and
you,
this is a guy that the last few years has averaged 35 homers, over 100 RBI.
He's a beast. When he gets it going,
he's a beast. Yes. But listen, man. The bottom line is, Boston signed Bregman because they thought you playing third base is a weakness, and they were right. You're not the best.
It's not only that. You got a lefty righty with Bregman and him. Bregman,
exactly.
That little left field fucking wall. He is great in Boston. His numbers are great over there. So that's a great pickup. And his glove is solid, bro.
Listen, Bregman's a Gold Glover. There's a difference. He's a Gold Glover. He has the range. He still can play the position. Devers makes routine ground balls into adventures because he's not great. He's stiff at third base. He doesn't move around that well. So I think first base is a perfect position. Listen, if I'm the owner, I'm sending him down tonight. And I'm the owner. I said, listen, this is what we're paying you. This is where you're going to play. If the manager tells you you're going to play here, this is where you're playing. No ifs, ands, or buts. If not, take a suspension. You don't get paid.
Yo, Bregman's hitting 318, 9 home runs, 30 RBI.
Bregman's putting up numbers.
That's what he's
putting up
numbers.
About. Yeah. Well, you know what?
Hating on Bregman, and now he doesn't want to, he doesn't want
and
to
I like Devers. I think Devers is a good player. I like Devers, but what he's doing is totally wrong. $331 million. You should be. First of all, you're right, because nobody was going to give him that kind of money but Boston. No matter how great his numbers were, he wasn't going to get 331 from anybody else.
Nah, not three. So, not with the suspect glove.
Not with the suspect glove, exactly.
Suspect glove.
So you should be happy. You should be happy Boston gave you that. Second, okay, it's 331. I'm happy to play anywhere. Put me in the outfield anywhere. I'll play all positions. It doesn't matter. You shouldn't be saying, "Oh, I'm just a DH," because now that's what you say. No, we put you there because you're not a good third baseman.
Yo,
Casas was playing.
I know Boston. They're gonna run him out of there, bro. You gotta change his fucking
I agree. Yeah, they are. The
Every
fans are
time
gonna
he make it out, they're gonna be booing that motherfucker. They're gonna run him out of there, bro.
Listen, one of the most beloved players in Boston is Big Papi. Okay, Boston fans love Big Papi. Rafael Devers is making himself into a villain over there because he got. So I agree. They're gonna run him. Eventually, they're gonna run him out of town if he keeps up with that bullshit.
Yeah,
so
man.
If I'm him, I'm telling John Henry, the owner, after I talk to him, and John Henry can convince him, listen, they want me to play anywhere, I'll play anywhere. That's fine.
And go to the press. Say you was an asshole, but you maybe had an argument with your wife.
Like you said, you just say, listen, just go to the press conference and say, listen, I was upset because of this and this and this. You don't have to throw nobody under the bus. I'm a third baseman. I thought I was going to be there a long time. They signed me to play the position, but listen, I was upset about it. I lost his job. I'm a DH, but if they want me to play first, the outfield, wherever, I'll play that.
Facts.
That's it.
Put
That's
your comments in, guys. Put your comments.
That's how I look at it.
Any last words on this topic, X? My thing is, he better fix himself up before he get run out of Beantown. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, he has to fix this because there's no way I'm paying you 331. No way I'm paying you 331 million. And you're gonna dictate where you play. No way. You play what the manager tells you.
Exactly.
But that's it. Yeah, I agree.
Okay, let's pivot. You ready?
I'm ready.
This is the new topic I'm gonna bring up on a weekly basis. I'm gonna start this, and I'm gonna basically do every team, and we're gonna start with basketball first. So just remember, you see this shit on ESPN and all that.
Yeah.
Now your Sports started it on 5/9/2025 as a consistent thing, not a once in a blue moon thing. Copy?
Give it 2 weeks. Give it 2 weeks. ESPN will be stealing your idea.
We're doing Mount Rushmore. I'm
Mount
going to
Rushmore.
start with the best teams all the way to the worst teams. And there's
got
no
you,
way
brother.
that I start this Mount Rushmore with either two teams. And I'm going to pick one of them. Instead of Boston, we're going to start with the LA Lakers.
All right.
You want to give me yours, or I give you mine, or you go one each? What route you want to take with this?
Let's do one each. One each.
Okay, I like that because that keeps it fair. I'm going
Yeah.
to start first. My first Mount Rushmore for the LA Lakers. It's going to be point guard Irvin Magic Johnson. And if you got two, you can say copy.
I copy that. He's the greatest Laker of all time, in my opinion. Greatest point guard to ever play the game, the Showtime era. A 6'9" point guard, 3-time regular season MVP, 3-time Finals MVP, I believe it is. Magic was great.
5 chips.
He 5 chips. Yeah, 5 chips. He revolutionized the position. So I agree. I mean, he could play all 5 positions. Well, Magic could play all. Yeah, he could play all 5 positions. So, yeah, definitely. I agree with you. Magic, number 1.
Remember his commercial. You can't just do it with Magic. We need your help, too.
Yes, definitely.
My man Zachary Rogers is going to love that if he sees this. Because he used to tell me that when I was a kid.
He's the greatest, man.
Now we going center. I'm not going to do each position. I'm going to pick the best 4 Lakers in my book. Unfortunately, I got 5 names I'm leaving out, and I'm going to mention them because they can easily be on this list. But I got to go with my man Humphrey's best player in basketball, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Copy that also.
Listen,
Kareem.
Skyhook too.
Well, he learned it from John Wooden in college. Listen, Kareem has a case for the GOAT conversation, okay? Kareem has a case, okay? Kareem won at every level of basketball you can think of. High
school power, UCLA.
High school, UCLA. And with the Bucks.
Milwaukee and the rest with the Lakers.
And 5 with the Lakers. He has a case for the GOAT. He is considered the greatest, and hands down, I could take a poll right now, and you can't tell me no. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is possibly the greatest college basketball player to ever play in college ball at UCLA.
He lost 3 games in 3 years.
3 games in 3 years, 3 straight national championships, and he didn't play his freshman year because freshmen were not allowed to play at that time. Wow. So he started, the dynasty with UCLA started with him. Okay, went to Milwaukee, won a championship for them, got traded to the Lakers, won 5 more championships. The second all-time leading scorer until LeBron James passed him. I believe it was last year LeBron passed him for the all-time leading scorer. I believe it was. So, yeah, I got Kareem also on the Mount Rushmore for the Lakers. To me, he has he has a better GOAT case than LeBron and Jordan to be the GOAT of basketball.
Okay. I'm going to my third Mount Rushmore of the LA Lakers shooting guard, Kobe Bryant. Talk to me.
Listen, I'll copy with you on that also. Kobe, the Black Mamba, transcended the game. 5 championships, 1 regular season MVP, 2 finals MVP, 20-time All-Star.
He won without Shaquille. He won without Shaquille.
And he won 2 without Shaq. He won 2 without Shaq. He won 2 finals MVPs, regular season MVP, 20-time All-Star, spent his whole career with the Lakers. I believe he was a 5 or 6-time All-NBA defensive team player, something like that. So, yeah, I agree with you. Kobe Bryant, he can jump out the roof, develops his jump shot later on in his career, but could still take it to the hole. One of the toughest, mentally toughest players to ever play the game. So I agree with you. We're 3 for 3 here. We're 3 for 3 here.
Put your answer down.
And clutch. He was clutch also.
I'm going to do a little something different. I'm going to name the ones I didn't put in and then give you my 4th one.
Okay.
I just keep inventing X. Don't be mad at me, X. Will Chamberlain is not on my list, but he can easily be on this list. Let me make that clear.
Yeah.
Jerry Jerry West could easily be on this list, but he's not on my list.
Okay.
Big game James Worthy could be on this list, but he's not on my list.
Okay.
Bob McAdoo could be on this list, but he's not on my list. And last but not least, this is a long shot, but he was a great player for the Lakers, but it's a long shot. Byron Scott, you know, but that's a long shot. He'll probably be like, if they had like a third Mount Rushmore, he'd be like on the third. But I just got to bring him up because him and Eddie Jones and all them guys, they all play really good for the Lakers.
I mean, the problem with the Lakers is you could make about 3 or 4 Mount Rushmores for the Lakers with different players.
But the guy
it's crazy.
I got at my number 4, I got to get this guy in. Unstoppable force, Shaquille O'Neal.
Okay.
I don't even got LeBron on the list because he 7 years, 1 chip. You don't belong on this.
Listen, to me, LeBron is not even an all-time great Laker. He doesn't even belong up there. Maybe in the top 15, top 20, but not in the top 10.
I mean, I'm not knocking him. He came to the Lakers late.
I'm not knocking him.
I'm not knocking him. I'm not talking shit, but I just think he's definitely not on my Mount Rushmore for the Lakers.
Nah, not on mine either. I like the Shaq pick. I really do. I do. You know, Shaq in his prime was the most dominant player to ever play the game. But
Shaq went over there immediately and won.
And made an impact. Yeah, but I'm not gonna put him on my Mount Rushmore for the Lakers. And I love Shaq. Don't get me wrong. I love Shaq. But my number 4 for the Lakers is the logo, Jerry West.
You going West?
Jerry West was instrumental for the Lakers in those teams to have Wilt Chamberlain and them. The man could shoot the lights out. He could play either guard position, point guard, shooting guard. Hell, you could put him at small forward too.
Right.
He was
I
that
say
good.
you can't go wrong, especially with
you can't go wrong. And you
could put Wilt in there, dog.
You could put Wilt in there, but you also left off one guy too that didn't make the list but could easily make the list, and that's Elgin Baylor.
Yeah, Elgin Baylor. There you go.
You know what
Good one.
saying? That's why I said with the Lakers and Celtics, you're going to have to do 2 or 3 different Mount Rushmore because they got so many great players. And even George Mikan in the Minneapolis days was a great player for them. He was their first star player.
Right.
But I'm going with Jerry West as my number 4. Combo guard, could do everything well, even though he was 1-8 in the finals. But he ran into a lot of great Boston teams. But he's the logo. And listen, man, if he would have shot just like Pistol, and I say the same thing with him, I would say with Pistol Pete. If those guys had the 3-point line back then, their numbers would be ridiculous.
Facts.
It really would. So,
great,
Jerry West is my number 4.
We got 3 out of 4. I ain't mad at that.
Yeah.
Guys, put your answers in. Stop being fucking lazy. Put the comments in. It's very simple to do it. Whether you got a phone, iPad, or fucking desktop, put your answers in. Now
It's not that hard.
One and wide, and then we're going to go right to the spin-off with Brian and Chico lead everybody with 7 wins. Tell me if you're ready.
I'm ready, brother. I'm ready.
Okay, you need 1 yard.
1 yard.
I like to use the opponent's 19 or 17. You need 1 yard. Fuck the Mets for a little while. You got
Soto hit a homer, bro. Soto hit a homer.
They up like 10-1, right?
They up 7-2.
Yeah, it's over. He's doing that just shit, and it don't matter.
Yeah.
So 1 yard you need. These 2
1 yard, I got you.
In their prime.
In their prime, okay.
Nick Chubb, a.k.a. Batman.
Okay, Nick Chubb.
Frank Gore, a.k.a. the Inconvenient Truth. Choose one.
1 yard, right? In their prime?
Prime. That means that they best.
Yeah.
There's
I got you.
Losers in this. Both
I
these
got
guys are fucking animals.
I'm going to go with not Nick Chubb. I'm sorry. I'm going to go with Frank Gore. Frank Gore, in his prime, he was a beast, man. Not to say that Nick Chubb wasn't, but Nick Chubb's prime was very short because of the injuries and stuff. That's why. But I'm going to go with Frank Gore. Frank Gore was not only a running back, he can run like a fullback.
No, but I'm saying
he had speed, he had power. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not talking careers. No, I'm not talking careers. I'm not talking. I'm just saying Nick Chubb's prime lasted a lot shorter because of his injuries.
Right.
That's what it was in his prime. But in his prime, Frank Gore could still run either as a running back fast or get the tough yards as a fullback, because he was like basically a combo running back. You know, he was one of those fast-paced back that he can run around, or he was one of those guys that can get you the tough yard. He'll run a linebacker over. He didn't care. So I'm going to go here with Frank Gore.
Going with Gore. I love Gore, man. But Chug was special, man.
Nah, he was.
Chug was healthy. You get 4th and 2, though. He break it for 5-6 yards.
Yeah.
Sometimes to the house. That's why I'm going to go Chubb. Because, okay, if, I know maybe to get the 1 yard, maybe you right with Gore. But I like the fact knowing that Chubb could go to the house with it better than Gore.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So I'm going to go Chubb, but not by a lot. Like, I mean like this, bro.
Yeah, I got you.
Because Gore, I know, can get the 1 yard. And I know the question is the 1 yard. But I like knowing that I can get 7 out of that, X. You feel me?
True.
All right, we're going to move on. We
Let's
went
go.
different ways here. Let's say you own the Raiders. There's two guys that you
Mark's
can
team
right now. You're
okay.
The Raider owner. These 2 guys are available. It depends who you want out of these 2 guys.
Okay.
Josh Allen, a.k.a. Superman, or Lamar Jackson, a.k.a. The Eraser. Who and why?
First of all, I need a haircut like Mark Davis. That's first of all. I need to get some more weight and look like him. Damn, why you gotta give me the Raiders for, man? I mean, come on, seriously, man. Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson, man, they
both kind of the same age.
Yeah.
Allen got an MVP. Lamar got a couple of. This is
think,
like right there, dog.
They came out saying
you like to run it better or you like to throw it better.
Yeah.
I'm doing a little better than both. But who you want?
And they both came out in the same draft class. So I'm gonna go here. With Josh Allen. They both run the ball well. Lamar Jackson's a lot faster, maybe gets more yardage. But I'm gonna go with Josh Allen because he's a better passer out the pocket. He can create better passes on the run. Strong arm, and considering everything he's been through the last year with the team, the turnover they had, I think Josh Allen is the better quarterback, the better player. Lamar Jackson, if it wasn't for his capability, and he was just a pocket passer, he wouldn't be that great. He's not a great passer. Let's be honest about that. So I'm going to go here with Josh Allen because he does a lot of things really well, and he does them better than Lamar Jackson.
Okay, this is a tough one, but this is what it came down to me. If you got a stacked team, I'm taking Lamar.
Yeah.
Because now he got help everywhere. He knows he got help.
Yeah,
and
true.
I think he's just super duper amazing with a stacked team.
Yeah.
Josh Allen showed me last year that he could do more with less.
Yep.
To me, that makes the better quarterback.
It does. It does.
You could do more with less. You're the better quarterback to me. So I'm going to say that. I love Lamar, though. Lamar's my guy. But he's got to have a stacked team so he can click on those cylinders. Allen showed me last year. He got no Pro Bowlers on offense. I mean,
he did.
Cook probably was their best fucking player, and Cook is a mediocre running back. I mean, he's a guy that comes out the backfield, can run the ball. He ain't your premier running back. X. So I'm gonna go Josh Allen with you. So we agree on that one.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'm doing 4 though. I'm throwing you an extra one.
I got you. Got you. 4. I got you. Point guard.
Morant, a.k.a. the Pistol Man. Or Tyree Maxey, a.k.a. Mad Maxey. Who and why? Put your answers in, damn it.
2 good young players, man.
See the answers. Come on, guys.
2 good young players. I like both of them, man. My question is John Morant. My question is John Morant going to stick around long enough and stop doing the stupid shit? I like both players, man. I love both players. Maxey's a great player, great young player. Morant, great young player. And I know New Orleans wish they had a draft do-over. They would have took Morant over Zion. But that's neither here nor there. I'm going to go with Tyrese Maxey as much as I love John Morant with his scoring ability, he can't shoot. He can't shoot, and he doesn't play great defense. Maxey gives you effort at everything. Maxey's a good shooter from the outside. He takes it to the hole hard. You know, Morant takes it to the hole hard also. But the difference here, Maxey does play some defense, and Morant doesn't.
Right.
And and my question with Morant is, are you going to stop doing the stupid shit you've been doing the last few years and stay on the court where your team really needs you?
Right.
Because we saw last year when he wasn't on the court, they struggled. This year they made the playoffs, the play-in. But I'm going to go with Maxey mostly because he's a lot more well-rounded player than Morant.
Okay. I think Morant could do more than Maxey, but I'm going to go Maxey because I can't trust Morant.
Yeah.
You understand me? Maxey's proven
definitely.
to be a solid team player. Not only that, he can score.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's been going through a lot of shit in Philly, and he's staying quiet, and a lot of people respecting that. So the fact that he plays really good ball and he's like that, I think Morant got the better skill set. I'm gonna keep it a band.
I agree.
I'm running with Mad Max all day.
Yeah.
He's not a cancer in the locker room. He can make his shots. He can average 24, 25. He's a piece of the big three.
He is.
And he's going to play his part all the time. So I'm going to go Mad Maxey on this one.
I've said this earlier this year, Philly needs to start building that team around Maxey and move away from Embiid. That team needs to start being built around Maxey.
Okay, last but not least, you ready? Put your answers in, guys. We doing in a prime.
In their prime.
Draymond Green, a.k.a. Dre Magic, or Metal World Peace, a.k.a. Straight Jacket. Who and why? Let's go, baby.
Draymond or Ron Artest.
Metal World Peace. I like that. I like all Ron Artest, but I love saying Metal World Peace. You know what I'm saying?
We talking about Queensbridge's finest.
Facts.
Metal World Peace.
Facts. The big side in Detroit. Can't forget that.
He went in the stands and decked the fan. Draymond or Meta.
The fact that you just saying it like that, I know you struggling. I know I did my part.
No. I'm gonna go with Meta. Draymond's a great defensive player, and he's a good all-around offensive. He doesn't score a lot, but when it comes to passing the ball and stuff, offensive rebound and stuff, Draymond does what he got to do for his team to win. I'm going with Meta because offensively, Meta World Peace can get you 15, 20 points a night if he really wanted to. He can pass the ball, he can rebound, and he's a former Defensive Player of the Year to say Draymond Green is, and I think Draymond won the award twice.
Right.
But Meta World Peace was instrumental in those championships for the Lakers with Kobe and Pau Gasol. Meta, like I said, could score offensively 15 to 20 points, take it to the hole. He can shoot from the outside. So well-rounded all around offensively, defensively, I'm going with Meta.
I mean, Draymond got all the accolades. You know what I'm saying? What he's like.
Yeah, he does.
1-2 on the chip, play all them years, always came close to averaging a triple-double. Not maybe like 8 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Yeah. Very consistent. The heart of the Golden State Warriors. I mean, you can't be mad if a motherfucker said Draymond Green. How can you be mad?
Yeah.
I personally like Metal World, though, man. I just think that, like you said, he could definitely score more than him. I think on the one-on-one guarding a player, trying to like bully him down low.
Yeah.
I know Draymond can hold his own, but Meta is fucking physical, bro.
He is.
He is severely physical. You remember, right?
Yeah, I remember.
I never seen Metal World Peace get pushed around down low. I seen Draymond get pushed where he start firing motherfuckers on some technical foul shit. The accolades is all on Dre. I gotta say that.
No, they are.
Draymond.
They are.
I gotta go with Meta World Peace, bro. Barely.
Yeah.
Barely. I'm going with Meta World. Any last words, X, before we get the fuck out of here? X-Man the hater came through. He was gonna take over for MG Raider. MG Raider probably couldn't have came on today. X-Man was ready. MG Raider decided he couldn't make it. So I decided to have both of them on so nobody get left the fuck out. And both of them delivered as always. And X-Man, who always delivers, played his part. Your last words, X.
Yeah, brother. Listen, everybody, subscribe, share, tell your friends, family, tune in every Friday, 9 o'clock Eastern. See us have fun, spit facts. Brother, it's always a pleasure to have you on here. You know that. I'm always honored to be on with you.
Facts.
Have a happy weekend. Happy Mother's Day to your
Happy
wife.
Mother's Day to the moms, your cousins, your sisters, whoever's a mother.
Thank you, brother.
Happy Mother's Day to everybody.
That's right. Happy Mother's
one of the
Day
most
to
special
everybody.
Days, man. That's better than
That's right.
Father's Day. I hate to say that, but it really is.
I agree. It is much better than Father's Day.
Ain't nothing like making any family member or your wife happy, or even a new girl happy on that day, bro.
Hey,
just,
you know what they say? Happy wife, happy life.
There you go, brother. I've been trying
brother,
that
thank
for
you.
a minute, but
it's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure to be on, brother. Always good to have fun. People, share this with your friends and family. Have them subscribe.
X-Man the hater, baby.
Thank you,
My
brother.
man. Stay up, X. That's X-Man the hater, guys. Always coming through, delivering, doing what he does, man. Now we gonna go to the giveaway. Unfortunately, I can't name everybody's record, but what I could say is that B4 and Chico Linston lead everyone with 7 wins. Now we got 4 win winners, 5 game winners, so nobody's out. I'm not saying people are out. Anybody can get hot late. Let me give you an example before I push forward. Raul in round 2 was up 8-2 on everybody. Or round 1, let me say it right. Round 1, and Miss Jess came flying back and hit a double on the last day to beat them by 1. I never forget that. Incredible. So anybody still could win. Let's get good luck to all the players. And I hope we get a new one today. I love getting new people. Let's hope we get a new one. Here we go. Round 7. Giveaway 1. Cavaliers came in to handle some business. They ain't going out like everybody thought they were. They gonna win in 7 or 6. Watch. I ain't know how good Darius Garland was, so I've seen him tonight. Like they couldn't stop him. So if you can't stop him, and you got Mitchell averaging 40, think about that. Let's marinate these bad boys. Good luck to everybody, man. I know TPK is at work, trying to watch every minute he could. You know he's suffering. TPK love watching the Al York Sports Show. You know he's suffering. All right, here we go. Here we go. Round 7. Giveaway 1 winner is. Got a winner. Let me move it back. Hands in the air. We don't do no funny shit on the Al York Sports Show. Round 7. Giveaway 1 winner is. 13. Chico Linston. Chico Linston got his 8th win. He's leading by 1 win. Chico Linston just took the lead on the champ B4. Giveaway 2 coming up. Chico and Brian are fucking flaming hot. Fucking Indiana got blown out, man. Damn. Wish they would have still within 10 fucking points. Okay. Round 7, give away 2. 21 through 40. Summary coming up, then we out of here, guys. Shake these bad boys. Let's go. On my go. On my go. If it go before, no play. On my go. Here we go. Round 7. Give away 2. Winner is. Let's get a new one for once, damn it. Got a winner. We got a winner, damn it. Let me move it back. Give away 2. Round 7. Winner is. Number 25. Number 25. Big Mo in the building, baby! Big Mo got him, baby! Number 25. Big Mo in the building is your winner. Now let's go to the summary, baby. Big Mo been down to win, damn it. Salute to Big Mo, baby. Major salute. You know you getting a new joint. You ain't got to worry about it. Suddenly you wanted a new one, baby. All right, guys. Listen, I'm happy when everybody wins, but when the guys don't win as much, does it feel a little better? Yes. You know what I mean? Taking none away from the champ or Chico. These guys seem like they win every week, damn it. You know what I'm saying? It feels like they win every week. So to hear JK in the building, I see you. JK in the building. But like I said, when people win that don't really win all the time, it hit different. That's all I got to say. And I'm not taking nothing away from Chico or B4. Those are my brothers. But them niggas got a whole wardrobe full of shit. They got closets full of shit. So when somebody else can just get a hat or a shirt, you know, not even a cabinet, you gotta be happy for them, man. You know what I mean? Salute to my man Big Mo. Been keeping it real with the show. Appreciate you, brother, man. And just keep up the good work, man. We love having you. I gotta put that out there because you consistent with your comments. You play, you show love, and we appreciate you, good brother. And I'm glad that you won, man. All right, so let me get to the summary real quick. We had MG Raider who came in last minute. He thought he wasn't going to make it. Then lucky he called me in time to make adjustments. I was able to get both of them in. Thank God for that. No technical difficulties. Came in here and handled the NBA each and every series. What we thought was going to happen from this moment on. So we broke that down to like the smallest molecule. Then X-Man came in. Handle the diamond, Rafael Davis, big situation, telling the Boston brass that he's not going to play first for Tristan Casas, that he's going to stay at DH. He's still mad on that Bregman signing, and he's got to get the fuck out that feeling because he's getting $331 million to stop acting like a fucking bitch. That's real talk, man. You get too much money, and you making Cora look bad, your manager, who also is a Spanish guy. Not that it's a Spanish thing, but you make us look bad acting like that. I'm gonna keep it a band, man. Fuck all that worrying about what I'm saying. You making us look bad. You getting 331 and you fucking crying, bro. You know what? I wish they would trade him or they can't really release him because he got too much guarantee money. That's why they won't release him. But you better get your shit together, man, because they're going to run you out of Boston. Boston fans do not play. They're like the Eagles fans in football. They do not play, period. Or the Knicks fans in basketball. All right. Then we came in, we took care of the Mount Rushmore for the Lakers. I hope when I go into the comments that I see at least 5, 10 of y'all put your own Mount Rushmore. But if I don't see that, I'm going to be like, yo, what we doing, man? What we doing? There ain't no right, wrong answers. It could be 4 different names on every one I watch. The Lakers are that great. You're never going to get everybody agreed to a specific 4. All the Celtics, they got too many, like, super duper stars. 4 is not enough. I'm going to be honest. It's not enough. And then we cover choose one and why. I threw an additional one there for X. Great job. Let me tap in on what I said, too, on the message of the day, man. If you claim to love your friend, like when y'all drinking, smoking, or just talking, and that moment hits that you say, yo, man, I love you, man. I got love for you, man. You my guy, man. Or females, you know, oh, I love you, Sandra, you know what I mean? Once you put that out there, that bond is different than anybody else's bond, unless you just throwing love out there. You throwing love out there, then you full of shit. That's a word I rarely use. Even when people tell me they love me, it's hard for me to say I love them back. I'd rather show them. I'd rather show them than tell them. It's a hard word for me to use because that word beat me up growing up my whole life. Just growing up where I lived at, my mother loved me to death. My mother that took care of me. I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm not here to try to turmoil anything, say anything. She showed me love, but that word really fucked me up because what I thought of that word was nothing that was going on in my life growing up. So that word, I kind of hated that word, to be honest with you, because why I felt like that word didn't exist just for one person, my mom's. Obviously, I was wrong because when you come across good people that really love, and then you get older and you build these bonds with people you love, that kind of bring the word back in my life. So now I know what love means again. I mean, not again, for the first time beside my mother. That's a tough word. But like I'm saying, when people tell you that and they don't back you up behind your back, whether handle it themselves or bring that information to you, that ain't no love. That ain't no love. Because you're letting another person dog so-called a person you love, and you ain't sticking up for them. You know how many times I almost had fights because motherfuckers spoke about somebody I had love for? Real talk. I'm not trying to play hero on my show. Yo, what you mean, man? That's my peoples, man. You bugging? Why are you telling me that? You know I fuck with them. Why would you tell me that? 3 things you could do. Fight them yourself, tell your peoples, or call your peoples, yo, where you at? This nigga talking shit about you right now. Yeah, I'm over here. I'm in West 4th Street. Come right now, handle this, or I'ma handle it. That's how you deal with people you love. You don't let motherfuckers engage and talk shit about you, and then you just there looking stupid. But you a punk? You a bitch? That happened to me in my own barbershop. I'm not even gonna go into that. Because that wasn't really love. Those were people working for me, but they were claiming they had love for me. Lending them money, paying them, got them jobs, and they would just let people go in on me, won't even protect me. And then want to act like they got love for a nigga. Fuck out of here, man. That hold your heads, Al Your Sports, every week, 10 years, working on 11 years, COVID, all that. Where the motherfuckers with the money at, man? If I improve, I'm about this life, what else you want me to do, man? Like, I've been doing this 10 hard years, not to mention YouTube, Instagram. I'm blessing the shit out of Instagram, and I'm getting love for it. What else I need to do to get this fucking bag besides stick one of you motherfuckers up, because I'm not going to do that. Let's get me going so I can get a lot of people going, and then we can live this life we're supposed to live. You got Stephen A. Smith making $20 million a year, and they bringing him his work every morning. He shows up to work with coffee, and all he does is read while everybody done the work for him, and all he got to do is talk it. I'm here. I'm creating all this shit. Everything. The peoples, the setting, the shows, the topics. How I go through all this, and I'm eating fucking crumbs. And this motherfucker, 20 million, and they bringing everything to him. Doesn't make sense at all, man. Make it make sense, man. With that, Al, your sport, I'm going to keep a frown on me because I know and I guarantee y'all my day is going to come some way or another, man. It's no way I put in all this work and I don't see nothing for it. Because I'm telling you, I do this shit around the clock. 24 hours. Maybe not when I'm sleeping, because my sleeping is hard to do shit. But as soon as I wake up and I use the bathroom, I'm marketing while I'm using the bathroom. Call me a pig. Call me what you want. But I stay working. And I promise y'all, I ain't lying. Hold your heads. Love y'all. Al Your Sports. See y'all sooner than later, man. Salute to the winners and salute the Big Mo, man. I'm sending you out this week. Hold your head.